Welcome back to Blind Item Breakdown. Our first item is about Ariana Grande. It reads, "It is not as if the former teen actress turned singer turned actress hasn't done her fair share of drugs in the past, but the tweaking now is more tied to the fact that she never eats anything and is always on the verge of passing out." We all saw Ariana Grande attended the VMAs. She looked beautiful, she looked happy, but she doesn't seem like the same Ariana she was before this Wicked era. And I don't know what kind of stress or pressure she could be under, but I hope she makes it out on the other side. This comment reads, "She apparently has a very close-knit family. You would think that they would urge her to seek help. She is extremely pale. Her body probably has no vitamins." Now, recently, Ariana Grande announced her tour, which people have been fighting over tickets to go to it. I think it's really expensive and really exclusive, but her boyfriend Ethan Slater had a message for fans. I'm sure he's so tired of being asked about her every time he goes onto a red carpet. Like, he will forever be known as Ariana Grande's partner or former partner. Whatever happens there. He said, "Ari's fans are unbelievable and incredible and ferocious. I'm sure that he wants to stay on their good side. And I really hope there's other opportunities to see her perform. He said it's really intense and I've been sort of following along. These people fighting for these tickets." What I think is interesting is that Ariana Grande wanted to shift focus onto her acting career. So this tour kind of came out of nowhere. And I just wonder if it's something that she actually wants to do or the record label is forcing her to do.
I could not get tickets to the Brighter Days Ahead tour, and I just wanted to know if you had a message for fans who were in my predicament.
I think that Ari's fans are unbelievable and incredible and like ferocious in their support of her, and it's a beautiful thing. And I really hope that there are other opportunities to see her perform. And it's really intense, and I've been sort of following along, but it's kind of an amazing thing that so many people want to see her shows. You know, like what a beautiful thing. And
Yes, well, because I know you'll be saying it, you're gonna have to just tell me how it is. Maybe at the next time I see you on a carpet like this.
I'll send you videos. Yeah.
Thank you. See, now we're friends, and I appreciate that.
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Since we're talking about Ariana, let's go ahead and move on to this other blind item. Speaking of press runs, this award-thirsty A-list actress has given strict instructions that no one can ask her about her significant other. Split announcement is imminent. Now, I can't imagine these two breaking up before the next Wicked movie because they already had so much PR drama before breaking up their respective marriages that I can't imagine that they would do round 2 for the next Wicked movie, unless they're doing it on purpose to get attention. But interesting that Ariana Grande can't be asked about Ethan Slater, but he's constantly asked about her. A recent report suggested that Ariana and Ethan's romance is dying a slow death. It looks like their relationship has hit a roadblock. Ethan Slater wasn't at the VMAs, and of course Ariana didn't mention him in any of her acceptance speeches. It was interesting because it looks like everyone in Ariana's family, including her father, were all at the VMAs to support her, and the fans noticed. Everyone clocked it. This was Ariana's big night. Her parents, her brother, all there. However, Ethan's empty chair said it all. Sources say that they have been struggling for months. They're holding on for the film. The studio doesn't want breakup headlines overshadowing the film, which makes sense because of what happened the first time. However, people close to them allegedly doubt that this will last beyond the release. Another pal opened up about the reality kicking in following the controversial start of the romance after the stars split up from their previous spouses. I didn't really believe in this relationship in the first place because, I don't know, Rihanna's song, "We Found Love in a Hopeless Place," that doesn't happen at all times. And these two, like, leaving their partners, meeting on set. I mean, at one point, Wicked has to end. I'm sure Ariana is bored with him. They say that her family has stood by her, but there's tension. They are always worried that she rushes too quickly.
So there are a little bit of whispers going around about Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater, that they're headed toward a split, that they've been struggling, and that they're going to stay together through Thanksgiving when Wicked Part 2 comes out, because they don't want the focus to be on them. They want the focus to be on the movie. So I keep you posted on that and let you know what happens there.
This comment reads, "I'm not a relationship expert by any means, but it was doomed from the start. Whether in 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, it won't last. He had the perfect family with a beautiful wife and child. PSA, the grass isn't always greener on the other side." Well, usually relationships don't typically work out amongst cheaters, so they both cheated on their spouses to be together. May they have the relationship that they deserve. She'll never have anything that lasts her lifetime. That's just not how she rolls. She likes to steal men to put other women down. Then she moves on when she gets bored. Our next blind item says that there's a game right now that everyone's talking about, and rumor has it that you could win $1,000 worth of gifts, like a pair of Apple AirPods Pro, a UB size ring light, a Ninja Professional Plus blender, Williams Sonoma waffle maker, yum, a portable charger by Anchor, and my personal favorite, the Nespresso Virtual Coffee Machine. All of those goodies just by playing Matchmasters. Well, I can confirm to you guys that this isn't a rumor, this is Matchmasters State Race Giveaway. Now, this is how it works. Download the Matchmasters app using my link in the description below. Play just one game and you will unlock the star race. From there, you've got 7 days to earn as many stars as possible. Then the top players move on to a 3-day final round, and whoever racks up the most stars wins the $1,000 worth of prizes. Matchmasters is a 3-match game where your goal is to match 3 of the same color or shape and score higher than your opponent. You can play live with your friends, you could battle people across the world, or you could just chill in a solo game mode. When you guys are playing, remember that boosters help you score big points, and the perks will give you that extra edge to turn the game in your favor. And remember, this is free to download on both iOS or Android devices. But here's the key. You have to use my link in the description below to enter the giveaway, or you're not entered. So don't wait, download Matchmasters now using my link below, unlock the giveaway, and go for that $1,000 worth of prizes. And feel free to share this offer with your friends as well, because everyone using my link is entered into the giveaway. It just takes one game to get started. Our next blind item is about JoJo Siwa. The kid turned reality star turned social media star turned celebrity reality star was making out with someone last night of the opposite sex of her boyfriend. Wait, so JoJo cheated? Also, I thought JoJo Siwa was done with being gay or lesbian. I thought she was on the street side. But according to this blind item, she was making out with some girl. This comment reads, didn't she claim to be an ex-lesbian not too long ago? This chick is severely unsure of herself. Sad she wasn't raised to value her worth. I don't even think Chris would mind if JoJo was making out with another girl. Why do I think he would actually enjoy that? He's so freaky to me. He probably wants the other girl to come and join too. Let's be honest. But it looks like the couple may be trying to tie the knot before Christmas. This is so stupid to me. Like, why would they need to move so quickly? They're already discussing babies and marriage. I mean, JoJo was talking about having kids before Chris came into the picture. I mean, remember Teddy, Freddie? What was the other one? Teddy, Freddie? And there's another one too.
Man, one day Freddie, Eddie, and Teddy, it just came. And we were all like, huh? What just came out of your mouth? And I was like, oh my God, stop it. Hear me out. Girls named Freddie, twin boys, Eddie, Teddy. That's hysterical.
It's hysterical. Pause. I think I would have killed my parents if they had me, my sister, my brother with rhyming names. I feel like I would have got the bullied out of me. Like, is it a joke in your mind, or are you dead serious?
I can't predict the future. I can't. I really can't. But
I can for your children.
Now, Chris Hughes' father, Paul, is the one spilling the tea. He told the Mail, it wouldn't surprise us if they got married before Christmas. We've got a church just over the lane from us, which would be perfect. Chris brought JoJo to meet us more or less as soon as they finished the show, and she's come to stay the weekends a few times since. JoJo said, a wedding is a 2-person thing, so we have to decide what it looks like, but I know that I want to have a baby blue scheme, and I need to help Chris make the playlist. It looks like JoJo has been liking posts on social media from a wedding planner, one called Posh Vows. These two recently attended a wedding together. Maybe they're taking notes, trying to figure out what they want exactly. I just don't think that they've been together long enough for this.
Looking at the amount of hate that you have got for going into this relationship is mind-blowing to me, because as a member of the queer community, I honestly think we should allow people to go on the journeys they need to go on without having an opinion about someone's identity all the time.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
How hard has that side of it been for you?
It's hard because it feels like my own family has turned a little bit. We are the LGBTQIA plus family, not the LG community. The number one saying of the queer community is love is love. And that goes both ways. I've had a very, very, very open journey with love. Just because you're in a heterosexual relationship, that doesn't discredit my past. Anybody who's judging somebody else for any sort of love is, just take a second, take a breath. The way that you treat me in this situation doesn't affect me, I promise, at all. I'm very happy, I'm very loved.
Our next blind item is about Tom Brady. It reads, this former NFL quarterback is taking a double dose of the weekly shot. Looks like he's on that Ariana Grande. This comment reads, Tom Brady looks super weird now. Dude has gotten way too much work done on his face. It's actually creepy. Tom Brady doesn't need to lose any weight. He's going to be skeletal. One person commented, he's still in decent shape, so why do it? You know, if Tom Brady is struggling with his double doses, I wouldn't be surprised, because even men in Hollywood have really bad body dysmorphia, and I know he's in the sports world, but he's graduated into Hollywood. As cameras zoomed in on Tom Brady, fans couldn't help but notice his noticeably leaner frame, sparking a wave of discussion on social media. Tom opened up about his weight loss, saying he was down 10 pounds, but I'm actually really fit right now. I haven't had the stress that I've had while I was playing, which I totally get that. I feel like when I'm stressed, I blow up like a balloon. Whether he's on Ozempic or not, there's definitely a noticeable difference when it comes to Tom Brady. Even just looking at him, I feel like he's had a male facelift, which again is becoming more and more common in Hollywood.
We need to talk about how Tom Brady at 46 years old has managed to maintain his youthful looks through the years, so let's get into it. Rewinding 10 years to when he was 36, we can see he has strong masculine looking features, notably his prominent defined cheekbones, square jawline and wide chin. Like many men, Tom is also exhibiting signs of hair loss and recession, which we can see here. Only 3 months ago, this is how he is currently looking. Still the same well-proportioned face with a change in hairline, a full head of hair, minimal facial static lines. His mid-face also isn't showing much volume loss, and the lower face, there's virtually no laxity or jowl formation. Now, one must ask the question, how? Hair transplant, regular Botox, and a surgical facelift. There are 3 signs here that point towards a facelift. The scar in front of the ear, the shape of the tragus, and the positioning of the earlobe. These 2 anatomical features are often altered during this procedure. To show you exactly what I mean, this is Tom in 2018. If we compare the right ears then and now, you can clearly see the changes in the tragus and earlobe.
Our next blind item is about Liam Hemsworth and his fiancée Gabriella Brooks. Now that the A-list foreign-born actor is engaged, he will stop cheating on her. You know what? Miley tried to warn us about him. This comment reads, it's kind of funny how Liam's career went nowhere ever since he and Miley fizzled out. Another person writes, no, he won't cheat until after the wedding. Another person said, of course he will. While this person questions, you sure about that? Well, after 6 years of dating, Liam has finally committed to Gabriella. They recently announced that they got engaged. I believe they got engaged in August, but they shared the news in September. Congrats to the hopefully happy couple. Supposedly his relationship with Gabriella is much different than his relationship was with Miley. They like the same things and have the same lifestyle.
A reminder of how important it is to be in a relationship that allows you to just be you, and not feel like you have to hide things or change things about yourself or say things a little differently. Like just being able to be yourself and talk openly and freely and not feel like you're going to be judged or have fear of the outcome of saying whatever you're going to say or, things you've done. I'm like, that's what, to me, real love is, is being able to truly be yourself and have the freedom and the trust to do that.
Let's talk about Ana de Armas. I'm so interested in where her career is going to go now that she's linked up with Tom Creepy Cruise. This blind item reads, don't believe the hype. The foreign-born A-list actress will do a lot to advance her career, but joining the celebrity cult is not one of them. Anyone who dates Tom Cruise, knowing his past and his power and his cult, to me is automatically a red flag. Like, what are you doing, Anna? I really don't think that there's any level of fame that's worth giving up, your freedom. This comment reads, Tom Cruise is too powerful. If he wants her, she will say yes. Do you think she will have a career afterwards if she dumps him? One person added, I only know her because of her relationships. And you know what? That's a way to gain popularity as well. We see those serial daters who just go on and date rappers or actors over and over again to go and get their name out there. I don't know if I believe Ana de Armas is doing that. I mean, she was with the Cuban dictator's son or stepson for some time, so he's not necessarily famous. I think she wants power. These two have been inseparable since meeting earlier this year, and I just know Ben Affleck is so stressed out and pissed off that he's not the one that secured Anna. Now, Anna might be able to make it out on the other side because he was with Nicole Kidman. She's doing all right. Katie Holmes is doing okay. They survived the cult.
This girl's choosing. She's choosing. Because she cannot tell me that she is so deeply in love with Tom Cruise. If she is saying that, oh, girl, oh my God. I don't even feel like it's run, girl, run. You know what you're doing, right? Okay, I'm going to read you this little excerpt from this magazine. This is what this girl's choosing. Scientologists. As directed by Hubbard, that's L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology, married 3 times, first 2 wives accused him, psychological torture, he kidnapped one of his babies, wouldn't give it back to the mom. As directed by Hubbard, believe that humans are immortal spiritual beings, called thetans, haunted by alien souls from a mass extermination 75 million years ago, and that they can be saved only by expensive spiritual counseling. It starts off okay, especially when you're the girlfriend of a superstar like Tom Cruise. But then you get to the higher confidential levels, and you find out things like you have 400,000 spirits attached to you, and you have to spend the next 30 to 40 years peeling them off.
But supposedly Anna really enjoys spending time with Tom Cruise. I mean, I'm sure she's treated like a queen from all their cult members. They've become incredibly close, and Tom continues to be a huge support, both personally and professionally.
Her ability is incredible. There's an actress that has dramatic chops and someone who's comedic. Very, very talented. Very, very talented. You see her in Ballerina, and you look at Keanu and her together, like, just a great actress. We're very excited about it.
She's a force in it.
Yeah, she is a force.
I saw it.
Yeah, and also, look, as I said, you've got that movie. You're going to have Brad. You have Mission coming this weekend. Yeah. It's going to be fun summer movies.
Now let's talk about Kodak Black, because I am worried about him. He seems like he's heavy on the drugs, he's getting into crime, and this blind item includes Kodak and Zoe Spencer. It reads, I'm not sure what the influencer thought would happen when she invited the film color rapper to appear on her social media. I mean, the guy is a child criminal, our word. Why even have him on in the first place? Now, I don't know who Zoe Spencer is, but yeah, I don't know why she would be entertaining Kodak Black unless she's taking him to a rehab. It looks like Zoe Spencer is one of these like real life like live streamers who's constantly streaming, and we saw Kodak Black on the stream. And you know what's different about live streaming? You can't edit out those awkward moments, and there were plenty. He also made some really inappropriate jokes around her that I'm sure they would have cut if this was an interview. Let's take a look at this footage together.
I'm just some codeine in your spray. Nah, I don't need that. Yeah, so they couldn't even grab the. You didn't even grab the toy from me. No, my butt is little. You pretty, bro. You ain't ugly. When you thought I was ugly. Hey, look, you see that, Gemini? Bro, I told you. Oh! Jack. Damn, bro, you don't want to eat it up here? Him, he don't. Yeah, so you gonna eat it up, bro?
It seems so chaotic hanging out with this group.
I thought that why you okay. I thought that why you wore your real hair for so when I so I don't pull no tracks out. Wait, no, you ain't. I thought that why you wore your real hair so I don't pull your tracks out. My real hair is from my hair being. Oh wow. And I got boyfriend. Okay.
This person wrote that this is harassment. She seems uncomfortable but playing it off. He displays predatory behavior. Wasn't he accused of doing something before? So he has not changed. Other people defended Kodak, saying if she's so uncomfortable, why was she following him? She knows exactly what's going on with what she's doing. I seriously don't want to hear no BS when she goes live talking crap after, because she had the freedom to leave him. I mean, even if she does have the freedom to leave him, it does not excuse him being a creep. Let's get into Jessica Simpson. This former tween singer turned adult singer is having a nice little comeback. Her drug-addled significant other, though, will take her down. Jessica Simpson, I wish you could wipe your hands clean of this man. I know you have kids together, but he does continue to bring you down. He's a cheater. He's into drugs. Not a fan of him. And we did see that Eric and Jessica recently went to Vegas together to go and support Ashley Simpson and her residency. Jessica said jokingly, we're all a big happy family, so it's important for all of us. I am so glad that Ashley Simpson is getting back to music. I really enjoyed her album when I was younger. Comment below if you listened to Ashley as well. But here's a clip of Jessica talking a little bit about this residency.
What was your kids' reaction to the music, and how excited are they for this era for you?
Kids love the music. My youngest, Brady, is my entertainer singer. Yeah, we all get written tickets with markers, have to sit around the couch. You know, we all have our places, and she performs for us for hours.
Speaking of performing, Ashley's residency, I saw you, Eric, your parents, everyone was there. How important was it for the whole family to come out and support her?
I mean, we are all a big, happy family, so it's important for all. I mean, we wouldn't have missed Ashley. Are you kidding me? It was such a moment, and I was a mess. I cried probably 7 times. And I think I know her lyrics better than my own old songs. I was like, I think I know Ashley's music better than mine.
We love that you have new music. We have to say, we also love seeing you on our screen. Can we ever see you do any other type of reality show or come back to our screen in that way?
I'm in the process of shooting a documentary. So that's as reality as a reality show is.
Something that's interesting is that Ashley admitted that her husband never seen her perform before, Evan Ross. She said it was cool because he's never seen me play a show. We played shows together, but he's never actually seen me in action. As long as she's not lip syncing this time, like she did on SNL, I feel like everything's gonna go smoothly. Our next blind item is about Joe Jonas. It reads, this formerly married A-list singer, both solo and in a group, is using more drugs. Wow, we've got a lot of drug-heavy blind items. More drugs than he has ever before, and he is not in good shape. Joe Jonas has had a rough last couple of years between his divorce, trying to get back into music. I feel like he doesn't even really know what to do with himself. This comment reads, divorced, substance abuse, but oh so religious. My ass. Someone pointed out that Joe Jonas was caught doing some alleged drugs backstage. There are some people debating whether he was doing drugs. One person writes, some of y'all haven't done this before and it shows. Good for you. But however, as somebody who has done it, this man is 100% doing some Coca-Cola is what people are thinking. Now, I thought at first that maybe Joe Jonas was like picking his nose. There was a clip recently that went viral of Joe Jonas going kind of like backstage, but not really backstage. You could still see him and messing with his nose. Now, people on TikTok are trying to defend him, saying, you know what? He just had a big booger. He had a big booger. Do you think he could sing his songs with that big thing up in there? He's gonna and you're high and I'm cold. No, he needs to clear it. Joe Jonas actually replied, you never had a booger before? So yeah, he's stating it's a boogie. Now, the video that was shared, it's gone private. I guess it's been removed from social media. But Joe did share a meme of his ex-wife Sophie Turner in a scene screaming about drugs not being hers. A reaction read, I hope that Joe Jonas uses this video to debunk the coke allegation. Let's take a look at that scene.
This is insane! I don't even do cocaine! Just fine. Are you on drugs right now? I don't do cocaine! I don't even know what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like! I swear to God, I don't even...
I mean, he could share this, it'd be so funny, but also like, Jonas, you seem a little defensive over a booger. God damn, what's going on with the drugs in Hollywood? Machine Gun Kelly, allegedly, according to this blind item, the three-named singer, rapper, has had a relapse. What is going on here? Is there like a sale or something going on where everyone's getting their drugs real cheap? One comment reads, that's a shame. Another person writes, I thought him missing out on the VMAs and blaming it on an ulcer seemed suspicious. Now, we do have a deep dive coming on Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox's toxic past because it's been so toxic for so long that I think it's interesting that their relationship can even continue without criticism. She's clearly being abused, like physically, mentally by this man, but they did recently have a baby girl together, and I know Machine Gun Kelly does take his parenting pretty seriously. He's been a good father to his eldest daughter, so he's really tapping into his fatherhood era. But this update comes days after Machine Gun Kelly was seen flexing his single status at a party where he rolled in with at least 7+1s, all women. It seems like these two, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, just continue to break up and get back together every other week. It must be exhausting.
Someone outside asked me on the carpet, they said, what's the motto that you live by? And I didn't answer it correctly out there, but I thought about it, and the answer is, go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. And I want to thank the Daily Front Row for making me feel celebrated tonight. This is truly an honor because I should introduce myself. This is a small community, and I feel like I've always kind of been on the outside of it, but close to the inside, I don't know. But my name is Colson. I think that my style can be unconventional. To some, my name is unfamiliar, but I am completely unapologetic with my authenticity and what I sing and what I wear. Again, I didn't prepare a speech because I've been feeling that preparing sometimes leads to
Let's talk about this blind item involving Ellen DeGeneres. It reads, it came as a shock when this celebrity packed up and moved overseas. When questioned about why they left their home, they used the easy excuse that it was because of the current political climate in America. While that may be true, the real reason why they packed up was because their spouse was having an affair with a very well-to-do neighbor. Although the spouse claimed the hanky-panky was over, our star, Ellen, did not trust the significant other and decided the only way to make sure the affair was over was to make the drastic move. I mean, Ellen does seem incredibly toxic, and I'm not giving Portia an excuse to go and cheat. Like, that's never okay. But I do question, like, if Ellen was so bad, especially during her cancellation, that Portia, went to the neighbors to go and blow off some steam. But don't worry, guys. Ellen might be coming back to the mainland, to America, to go and deal with this case. She's being sued for T-boning a driver a couple years after it happened, which kind of seems like a cash grab. Supposedly, the intersection had a stop sign at all directions, and Ellen just blew through it and hit this car. And the woman who was hit, she wants a payday. Ellen, you better get ready to pay up. She claims that she suffered wage loss, that she had to go to the hospital. She's had loss of enjoyment of life, emotional distress, and anxiety from this car accident, Ellen. So you need to go and address it.
It depends, right? It could be a fender bender, but if you're T-boned, it's damaged your car, you could have broken legs, and you can have, damaged spine, and whole sorts of horrible things happen to you after a car accident. I've been in a major car accident. So, yeah, pretty shocking. It doesn't say how much she's suing her for. It's undisclosed. But I was thinking maybe that's the reason why she's so eager to get out of the United States, because this lady is trying to sue her for a lot of money, So that's why she's trying to move to England or Ireland or somewhere like that to get away from the US where she's being sued. At first I was kind of like, yeah, it could be just somebody who's trying to be like a gold digger who's trying to get like money out of her. But then after I was sitting there thinking, like, what if you really were in a car accident with somebody who wasn't paying attention and like hit your car full speed, in an intersection, and like they damaged you?
This comment reads that it can take that long to get a court of law because you need to hire an attorney and everything has to be processed. I hope this woman is not lying about her injuries and there's actual proof with medical records. Another person writes, it sounds like a money shakedown to me. 2 years later and this woman sues. Another person writes that she didn't migrate to England, she fled. Flip a couple houses, all will be good. Now, I hope this woman isn't lying. I hope that it just took a long time for this to go into the court and to be heard. We do have a recent clip of Ellen and Portia together, so we're gonna play that now.
Good morning, Ellen.
Hello.
How are you?
Bonjour.
How are you? I want to ask you if when the mandate of Trump is over, you will be back in America? Huh? Maybe yes or no?
No comment.
Why? You can say something. People can wait for you in America again.
Well, we still have family there, so.
And you happy in London?
I'm happy everywhere.
Really? Even in Paris?
Very happy in Paris.
And why you don't stay live in Paris? Stay live in Paris.
I know.
You will love the country of the love. Have a good day. Bye.
Our next blind item is about Jeff Bezos, Sydney Sweeney, Scooter Braun, and Lauren Sanchez. Ugh, nightmare blunt rotation. Isn't that like a joke people say on TikTok? It is the wealthy bookseller who's behind all the rumors about the illiterate actress and the awful manager. Apparently, the wife was getting very jealous. I don't really know what the jealous type looks like, but I really do feel like Lauren Sanchez, she looks like the jealous type. Doesn't she? Like, if you had to draw the jealous type from like memory and paint it or whatever, it would be Lauren Sanchez. This comment reads, Lauren got her claws into Bezos when he was married to his first wife. It's gonna happen again. You lose them how you get them. Now, it is interesting that Sydney Sweeney and Scooter Desperate Braun decided to go public. We all know Sydney and her Sweeneys met Scooter Braun at Jeff Bezos' wedding in Venice, and it looks like that was the beginning of their relationship. So many guys were trying to get with Sydney. Remember, Kim Kardashian thought that she was gonna be like the hottest thing at the party, but nobody paid attention to her. They all looked at Sydney and her Sweeneys. Now, I do think it's interesting that Scooter's the one who won Sydney. She was engaged to a guy, Jonathan Davino, who's 42 a couple years ago. I mean, their relationship was for pretty long, and it looked like they were going to get married until she pulled the plug. So it's interesting that she's going for another like older kind of rich guy.
Sydney Sweeney being seen with Scooter Braun in Italy right after the Bezos wedding is it just tracks so much. Girly pop, we're just coming out of the end of a schmatzy propaganda situation. Then a movie that flopped so hard, other people that are in the movie came on social media platforms like Halsey to beg people to go see it. The whole soap issue. And now you're going to date like one of the most hated people maybe ever. Like, the amount of bad press she has gotten recently, combined with the amount of bad press that he has gotten, they own bad press right now. They just own bad press. And I don't know why, but the second I saw it, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. They're probably going to get married. Absolutely.
Our next blind item is about Danny Masterson. The former actor turned convict crossed the wrong people on the inside, and they want him dead. They want to get him unalived in jail, well, or prison. I mean, that happens. This comment reads, I guess it's still the cult members making things bad for him. It would be fairly easy for them to influence people inside to get him. He would have known he'd be a target, but this must have come as a shock to him. I really think that Danny never thought in a million years he'd be in prison. I'm glad. Ashton Kutcher can shell out money for his protection. Danny Masterson hasn't given up yet. He's still appealing in court, trying to get out of prison for R-wording a woman. Danny was sentenced back in September 2023, but you guys know the courts move very slowly, so he's been in there trying to appeal, trying to get a judge to reconsider. Danny is claiming that there were a lot of things done wrong in his initial trial, as far as communications go, the different victims who were coming forward, and he's claiming that the communications between accusers, the people accusing him, like kind of showed that they were trying to set him up. Essentially, he's trying to paint himself as a victim here. I'm surprised that he is so bold with this kind of move, but I'm also not surprised because of his affiliation with the cult. I mean, if they are going to try to help him out here, he needs to do these things in court, and maybe they'll find a sketchy judge to say, you know what, Danny, you're right. Now, our blind item said that Danny is concerned now for his well-being because he's pissed off some people on the inside. But, you know, from little reports I've seen, like this video I'm going to play, it seemed like at first he was enjoying life there. It seemed like you, Danny Masterson, belong there.
Danny Masterson's life in prison has been a roller coaster, but he seemingly doesn't have it too bad these days, except in the food department. Masterson was transferred to California Men's Colony, a minimum security prison, over concerns for his well-being, according to Deadline. At the CMC, Masterson leads a relatively healthy life. He has taken up pickleball, a sport he plays for about 2 hours daily. A source told In Touch in May 2024, he's getting better, and his playing has improved in the past few months. He's on the court quite a bit. By cooperating with prison authorities, Masterson has also reportedly managed to carve out a more favorable position for himself behind bars. The insider added, Masterson works for prison guards as an errand boy. He hands out permission slips to fellow inmates who have medical appointments, counseling sessions, and other appointments within the prison. Masterson may have access to electronics, including a prison-issued tablet with a limited selection of shows to stream. He may have a casserole kind of thing that's so horrible, most guys won't even eat it. He will get a grilled chicken and a salad, but it's mostly like wilted lettuce. Masterson spends a pretty penny at the commissary, up to $300 per month, according to the insider, but his options are still a far cry from what he presumably ate before.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Blind Item Breakdown. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed. Which was the craziest blind item to you guys? I mean, I hope Ariana Grande's okay. That's all I'm saying right there. I feel like she's going to be burnt out. There's no way. Movie, album, tour. She's going to be exhausted. So I want to hear what you guys think. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.